Rob, what were John Fetzer's major hopes and major concerns during that time you had conversations with him?
He wasn't well. He was having congestive heart failure, but everything he said was full of meaning. I always walked away feeling, boy, his body is weak, but his mind is clear. He talked about living entire lives as if he were given a divine purpose by God. He was a very humble person and had a good sense of humor. He had taken care throughout his life to save his money for this purpose. And now he would be turning over this purpose to the foundation to carry out. He talked about freedom of spirit as liberating the human capacity to love. And over the years, we've tried to find our way to that mission. And I think we've done a really interesting job. He was engaged in the rough and tumble affairs of business life where he made his money, but yet he had carved out for himself a spiritual journey. It was very moving and inspiring to know him.
Did you ever figure out the seeming contradictions between his esoteric interests and the practical side of his being? Because they seem like we're almost talking about two different people.
Yeah, there's been the tendency to merge John Fetzer's own personal esoteric spiritual journey with the spiritual purpose of the institution. And I think he saw his journey as just one path, and that each person had their own unique spiritual path. And the purpose of the Fetzer Institute was to look at the spiritual journey more universally.
One major accomplishment that occurred under your presidency was taking this aggregate of different activities and starting to put a focus in them.
Part of that role is helping to move some of his esoteric ideas like alternative medicine into the mainstream. My sense is that John Fetzer saw that science and spirituality, while they're kind of strange bedfellows, they can really complement each other. There are ways for science to really enhance the human capacity for spirituality and capacity to love.
What are your hopes for Fetzer in the next, say, 10 years?
An unintended consequence of the pandemic is this openness, and that people can relate to each other in a new way across great distances. Creating sacred space for the world right now is a top priority.